Let's get back to a focus this evening on the mixed message that's come out about corruption from these polls. A politician who seemed to have a clean image is voted out, while many known criminals have won. Mayawati and the Congress have rejected that corruption led to their loss, but others say anti-corruption was a winning formula for their campaign. Tejas Mehta and Siddharth Pandey have the story.
We have to look into that as to what are the reasons. Was there any fault or shortcoming on my part, or were there any other reasons which resulted in my defeat?
The soldier may have lost his own seat, but ended up giving his party a fighting chance and a stiff challenge to the Congress in the state. Called in to fight what many in September last year had termed a losing battle, Major General Khanduri has been tasked with cleaning up the BJP stable after predecessor Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank left a trail of scams behind. He countered this by passing India's strongest Lokayukt bill, bringing the current and all former CMs under its ambit, and winning approval even from Anna Hazare and his anti-corruption crusaders.
I think Uttarakhand, if without the Lokayukt, may have been nowhere. May have been nowhere. I think it's come a long, long way because people started to believe General Khanduri, because he brought such a strong Lokayukt within weeks of his coming. I think Lokayukt anti-corruption solutions have played a very major role in people, in framing the mind to vote. People came out to vote to express.
In September last year, with Naresh Pokhriyal as the BJP's chief ministerial candidate, many in the party were convinced of a dismal performance in the elections. In fact, many did not expect more than 15 seats. And while Major General Khanduri's image definitely helped improve the fortunes of his party, infighting and rebels within his own party probably cost him his own seat.
But the irony could not be more stark. Khanduri lost, but his predecessor, Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, sacked for corruption, won his seat. And in India's most populous state, Mayawati refused to accept corruption as a reason for her party's loss.
मैं इसको बिल्कुल मानकर नहीं चलती हूँ। जो रिजल्ट आए हैं, जो कल शाम तक रिजल्ट आए हैं, और जिस तरीके का वोट का जो परसेंटेज किस समाज का किस पार्टी को कितना पड़ा, किसको कितना नहीं पड़ा है, उसके आधार पर मैंने सही तथ्य आप लोगों के सामने रखे हैं। जो बात आपने रखी है, इसका इससे कोई लेना देना नहीं है।
With a clear majority, the Samajwadi Party has vowed to weed out corruption from UP.
जो लूट भ्रष्टाचार हुआ है उसको रोक करके समाजवादी पार्टी की सरकार में एक खुशहाली की तरफ उत्तर प्रदेश आगे बढ़े.
But ironically, over 100 of the Samajwadi Party's newly elected MLAs face criminal and corruption charges. But while corruption does not seem to have changed fortunes in Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh, it has made a big difference in Goa. The ruling Congress was reduced to 9 in an assembly of 40 after BJP led an anti-corruption campaign. But few people like former Health Minister Vishwajit Rane, accused of scams in his ministry, managed to scrape through.
For many here, especially the BJP, they say you are perhaps the most corrupt politician in Goa. And they will go ahead and take action against all those who are...
I'm really not worried about who says, because I do believe that there's no place for vendetta in politics. Neither did the Congress do it, nor is anybody else going to do it. But if Mr. Manohar Parrikar finds that something has gone wrong, it is ultimately he's going to be the Chief Minister of the state of Goa.
With Tejas Mehta in Goa and Siddharth Pandey in Dehradun, Nikhil Nas for NDTV.
So how much did corruption matter? Did it affect the results or not? Many say it didn't, but there are others who say that it did really. Our special panel this evening, Gaurav Bhatia of the Samajwadi Party. We also have Ashish Nandi, sociologist. We have Shazia Ilmi of Team Anna, Oscar Rebello, activist from Goa, and Jagdeep Chokar, who of Election Watch. We'll get to their reactions in just a bit, but first, one person who really set out the tone of that, who really presented that argument, is Congress leader and Uttarakhand governor, Margaret Alva, who had some words of advice when BC Khanduri went to tender his resignation.
Very often, good people lose elections. I lost mine also. So, iske liye, I wish him all the best. I'm sure his party will use him in one capacity or the other.
So, I wonder if people agree with that or not. Gaurav Bhatia, do you agree with what Margaret Alva said? That good people don't win?
It could be, because after all, in any election, the fight is with your opponent, who might be a better candidate, and the public might just vote for the candidate. Whereas you leading a campaign, it might have, you know, an effect on other constituencies where people might vote for your agenda. But if somebody is better than you, the public has the right to vote for that candidate.
The NDTV News app had redefined the entire genre. Now, another market beater. It's already hit #1.
NDTV Profit, India's #1 finance app. Download free at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Live stream of NDTV Profit, market news, and your easy-to-manage portfolio. Download now, ndtvprofit.com/apps.